right, everybody, welcome out to the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, folks, 2026. Jersey Johnny coming at you with me, as always, is none other than Mr. Luchador himself.
It's really, really hard to eat enchiladas with a luchador mask on.
Why don't you poke a hole in it? Oh, no, you don't want to do that. You ruin the mask. You ruin the mask.
Happy Cinco de Mayo!
Happy Cinco de Mayo, sir. And everybody out there. Everybody else.
Gotta get the mask off so I can eat my enchiladas because it is also National Enchilada Day.
It is. It is. We'll throw that up there. We scammed over two of them right now. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yep.
And Happy National Enchilada.
There we go. Got my enchilada. I got my enchilada. Carrie made enchiladas. They're really,
very
really
nice.
Good.
I love a good enchilada.
Mm.
We had Mexican on Sunday night when we got back from Philly.
Did you?
Yeah, because
you only have like 5 restaurants within like 3 blocks of you.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. So we brought it home though. We didn't go. We got home from Philly, didn't feel like cooking. Knew we weren't going to be able to eat, Mexican meal and celebrate Cinco de Mayo tonight because she's working and we're doing the show. So we got it on Sunday night. We got chorizo and queso nachos.
Nice.
We got chicken flautas and I got a Tex-Mex burrito.
Yeah, don't flout it.
I know, I don't flout it.
You were flouting it.
I'm flouting it all the time. So how was the enchilada?
Oh, rummy. Really
that wasn't the only one you had. You had more earlier, right?
I had a couple earlier, yeah.
You saved one for the show.
No, we're here to provide a public service announcement.
Yes.
Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican independence. That's not what it was.
Yeah.
It's also not, buy 4 get 1 free of helmets.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's not that.
It's not a jar of helmets sitting in the bottom of a sink either. It's not that.
No. What it is, it's to celebrate the victory over El Guapo by Los Tres Amigos. And well, John just disappeared.
3 friends, and I'm back.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird.
I mean, I speak Spanish, and you disappear. It's like a magic.
Oh my God! Don't do that again.
Bendejo. Nope, he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. I just want to make sure that my Wi-Fi connection is still right. This has been happening. We need to look into better service because
we've been saying that for
we've been saying that, but you know what then happens? Then life happens the rest of the week, and we're back here the next week, and sure enough, we're saying the same thing.
I need a fucking beer.
Yeah, so do I.
No, and I actually lied. It was not the victory of Los Tres Amigos over El Guape. That's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That most people, a lot of our friends know the movie.
Yes.
That, but it is actually the first victory of Puebla, the first victory of the first battle of Puebla, where the Mexicans actually beat the French.
There you go.
And you know who won the second battle of Puebla?
That would be the Pueblans.
The French. And they took back Mexico City. And then the U.S. started giving the Mexican government, the resistance, a lot of money and guns and all that. And Napoleon III finally decided, oh, fuck this shit. No, I'm sorry, fuck this mad. And decided to get out of Mexico.
Just leave. See ya. Goodbye.
Yeah.
All yours. Take care. Enjoy.
He also didn't like the water, so.
There you go. Well, I mean.
Who does?
Right.
That's why they drink beer.
That's why they drink beer, and there is one. What are you having for your first one, sir?
Well, since it's Cinco de Mayo, I went with one of my favorite Mexican beers, if not the absolute favorite Mexican beer that I did.
You went with the Mexican version of a German beer is what you did.
Yes, it is a Munich-style Dunkel from Grupo Modelo. Negra Modelo.
Yeah, I have to admit I do enjoy that beer. Salud. I did not pour mine yet. I will pour mine right now.
I'm sorry, I didn't wait for you. I just went and drank.
Oh no, I've had it.
I've got to wash down the enchilada.
You have to wash down the enchilada. That's 100%. So I'm just pouring this beer right now. Have not had this beer.
Con cerveza. Oh no, it's an Uda cerveza.
I have not had this beer yet. So
no, of course not. You just poured it.
Now this particular can, I haven't had this beer.
Oh, well, okay, that makes more sense now.
There you go. Taking the obligatory picture. There you go.
You're going to tell me what the beer is.
I am. I'm going to put it right up on the screen right now. It is Lager. It's a German Pils from Big Timber Brewing in Elkins, West. There you go. I'll say that again. Lager. It's a German Pils from Big Timber Brewing in Elkins, West Virginia.
Very nice. A German-style Pilsner.
A German-style Pilsner. So,
wish I had a German-style Pilsner.
I wish you did too. You might have one.
Oh, that would be my next beer. Because this Negra Modelo would be never really last all that long. There's a Mexican restaurant in Denville. If you ever get a chance, you got to go there.
This is pretty good. This is pretty damn good.
You got to go there. It's called Cinco.
I'm sorry that I only bought one can.
But if you go,
shocker, I know.
And you go to Chico's, and you see Chico, you actually see Chico himself, not the man.
Chico. The man's not there.
The man's not there. Just Chico. Tell him Dave, or they used to call me Tequila Dave there. Tell him Dave said hi.
Dave said hi.
And Dave sent you. I tell you, man, their nachos, top game.
Is that the place we went? After,
yes.
That's the place we went after after Autodidact that night. Oh no, yes. After Autodidact and Diamond Springs too, right? Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. And we went there, and the thing is, they have Negra Modelo on tap because I asked them to put Negra Modelo on tap. I don't know if they still have it. They had a special.
The tamales were fantastic there.
Oh, the tamales are amazing.
They were amazing. I actually was upset I only got one order of them.
That seems to be a recurring theme with you.
With me, one order of tamales.
I only get one. God, I wish I got another. That should be your Jersey. Damn, I wish I got another.
I was in West Virginia when I got this beer, so it's easy for me to drive back up to Denville and get another order of tamales. Not so easy, not as easy, I should say, to drive back to West Virginia and get this beer.
But you're driving. You could have got two.
I could have.
I'm seriously, that's gonna be your new nickname, Johnny. Damn, I wish I'd gotten two. Jersey. Damn, I wish I got two.
Johnny. Right, there you go. Like that. I actually should look into making those stickers up. Anyway.
Yeah. Now we both have our catchphrases. You got, damn, I wish I'd gotten two.
And you have?
In a box.
In a box. Storage. In a box of storage, yeah. Also, a couple other days. It is Happy National Teacher Day.
It is National Teacher. Any of your past teachers you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to all of them. I mean, all of them at some point in time were an influence.
Sick and tired of your shit. Yes.
Well, that too. All right. I mean, yeah. But there was a quote from a movie, and it wasn't like it was a big movie, but it wasn't like a deep movie for that matter. But it was everybody's. Like friends are teachers too, right? You're my teacher. I'm your teacher to some extent, right? But we're both in the category of what not to do. Would not. Well, there you go. I mean, that's more of a good lesson, if you will, than many other things, because I mean, what's more important to somebody? Finding out what to do and what not to do in a certain respect, or algebra. Unless you're going to be a mathematician or an engineer.
I use algebra all the time.
Do you? Go ahead. Give me an example.
Like, if I have 3 beers at 5.5%, how many beers can I? How many beers would that equal? Like only 2%.
You have X beer.
Yeah. So
and you have Y beer, and you need to solve for Z beer.
Yeah. So 3 over 5.5 equals X over 7.2. So then 7.2 times 3 equals 5.5 divided by X, or times X. Right. So then you take those two, add them, and then divide by. And then
there you go. I'll expand on it a little bit more. Who needs calculus unless you're an engineer or a mathematician?
Nobody.
There you go. All right, fair enough.
None of
no.
Oh no, yeah, an engineer, aerospace engineers.
I could go through a list. There's been a number of teachers that were really important to me, but I'll save that for another show. All right, gotta give it a little thought and mention the correct ones at certain times. But in any event, and it was many years ago too. So, and I'm sure not many of them will be listening either. So,
I'm pretty certain that most of the ones I mentioned are dead.
It's possible.
Yeah, very possible. which is a
Well,
shame.
this is definitely a shame. But I mean, if you were in high school and they were in their 60s, now they would be 110. So I mean,
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty certain most of them are dead. Yeah.
So in any event,
there
you go. And then it is also, and this is definitely going to be part and parcel to our top 3 list tonight. It is National Hoagie Day.
I did have a hoagie for lunch. Yeah, it was an Italian hoagie.
Okay.
But it's an Italian hoagie that if I ever ordered an Italian deli, they'd probably pop a cap in the skull. I like mayonnaise on
it. An Italian style hoagie, like
you're not supposed to have mayonnaise on it. It's supposed to be oil and vinegar
from a hoagie shop, right? Not an Italian deli, a hoagie shop, right? You can get an Italian sub, an Italian grinder, an Italian hoagie, whatever word you want to use. You get an Italian hoagie at a sub shop, right? And it's going to be different than an Italian sandwich that you're going Italian cold cut, imported Italian cold cut sandwich that you're going to get at an Italian deli. They're 2 different things. So I see what you're saying, but they have their place, and I get it, and I have both on my list, but we'll get to that later on in the show. But happy National Hoagie.
We are forgetting one thing though, and I forgot to send this one to you, John. It's Revenge of the 5th.
It is Revenge of the 5th.
Because what was yesterday?
May the 4th be with you,
and also with you. Thank you. Did you watch Mandalorian?
I did.
There was one scene of Mandalorian that just sent the whole fandom, Star Wars fandom, over the moon when there was that X-wing pilot, older Asian-looking guy, and Mandalorian said to him, "May the Force be with you," and he replied back, "And also with you." The fan base had been doing it for decades, and then they finally did it in Mandalorian and made it canon. And Feig and the other guy, Happy from Spider-Man. Those 2 just know how to make the fans happy. They just keep putting in the shit that we've been doing for years.
And that's the way to do it. You connect with them and you love them for them. Absolutely.
Yeah. Love them for them.
So Brian Boak chiming in. Who is doing math on this show? You're absolutely right, sir.
Oh.
We were wrong.
Yeah, we should not be.
I mentioned math. I didn't do math. Dave tried to do math.
I was attempting to do math. I don't know if I was actually mathing.
He was not mathing, that's for sure.
No.
So
I came up with no solution, and the solution I would have come up with, I think, was wrong.
Exactly. Well, it isn't just the 2 of us show. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about tonight.
We do some good stuff, some bad stuff, some stuff.
It's been 2 weeks. This is the first time in almost 6 years that we took 2 weeks off of doing the show.
And it's been a while since you've seen us. Both of us are now a year older and a year stupider.
That is true. We've both had birthdays since the last show we did.
We both have.
So
it's interesting because I actually, for a change, spent mine in Jersey, and John did not spend his in Jersey. John was anywhere somewhere between. And what the hell just happened?
You went out.
No, I went out this time.
No, you went out this time.
But John was somewhere between like Maryland, West Virginia, and Saskatoon.
Yeah,
bouncing around. So seeing the biggest this, the biggest that. Unfortunately, Jess wasn't seeing the biggest this or the biggest that.
Biggest doofus, biggest annoying pain in the ass. No, she was seeing some big things. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But in any event, it was a good trip.
I told you that wasn't going to last long.
No, I knew it wasn't good. And this Pills is not going to last that long either. It's my only 16-ounce can of the night.
So you know what? We're going to tag team here.
Mm-hmm.
You tag out of your German Pilsner, and we'll tag me into my German Pilsner.
There you go. Peg you into your German Pilsner. Why don't you tell everybody what that one is?
Well, this is from 3 Threes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going with the Jersey Brewery.
Only Jersey brewery of the night, I'm sad to say.
Yep. And I put it in my drink local glass.
Drink local glass. There you go.
There you go. Which obviously needed to be washed out before I pour it into it because the dust particles are capturing all the carbonation.
I think I have to change that. It says 3 Threes.
Threes is.
I put a 3 there. I'm not sure why it changed that. So.
I don't know, but it is 3 Threes, and it is pitter patter. It's the pitter patter of little pilsners, I guess. I don't understand why they call it
pitter patter of little bits. That's better. 3 Threes. There you go. Three S's. It was 3 S's actually before.
Three S's.
3 S's.
That should be the next next iteration of them.
Yeah,
Oh, critter cutter. They actually have it looks like a Siberian Husky sitting outside of a creepy
very
house.
nice. It's like
Creepy
that.
looking house there.
I love a good Siberian
It
Husky.
needs some roof work.
There you go. I've had 2 Siberian Huskies.
How much did they talk back to you?
All the time.
They're great for that. I love watching videos of them like throwing little fits and going complete drama on their owners.
But both of them were white. My first one was a purebred Siberian Husky. It had 1 green eye and 1 blue eye. It was fantastic. Nice. It was awesome.
It was like the Catahoula that I had.
And my second one was actually part Samoyed.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
pretty dogs.
Little bit fluffier than the regular the purebred Siberian Husky. But.
And Friday is Catahoula Leopard Dog Day.
Yes.
So.
All right. So a couple weeks ago.
Rest in peace, Anna. No,
you were right.
Yeah.
Your Catahoula. Yeah, sure. And let's just catch Brian up. He said, first beer, the Not Irish Red Ale from Phase 3 Brewing in Elmhurst, Illinois. That is a fantastic beer. I've had it. I love it. It's very, very good beer. Phase 3 Brewing makes a lot of good beer. They really do. One of my faves from Illinois. That's right.
I have not had the Not.
You have not had the Not. There you go. No. All right, fair enough. All right, so reason we were off was twofold. 2 weeks.
We're kind of always off.
Yeah, well, that's another story. 2 weeks ago was the Craft Brewers Conference.
We were going to in the know as CBC.
We also in the know, for those in the know, yeah, CBC. For those of you that are curious, we were going to go live. That was the plan.
We were. I actually found an excuse to stay home from work.
Yep.
I was working, but I was going to jump on and sat there all day and never got a link or a text or anything.
There was no service inside. I could not connect to the service to go live from inside the convention center. But I did. So we did not go live that day. So that's why we were off that day. But I did shoot a number of videos with a number of industry folk, if you will, in and around the trade show floor and the conference. And I have those videos there. They will be edited together and placed in reels by themselves up on our Instagram and YouTube shorts, and one whole video in its entirety on Facebook. I had hoped to have it done by now, but it wasn't done by now because of the reason we were off last week, and that was I went away on vacation for my birthday.
Yes, they sent him away.
They sent me away for my birthday. So,
it was lovely outerwear that they gave you. I love the way the arms wrapped around.
Exactly.
Stark white too. I mean, that's very fashionable.
The buckles were really cool.
Yeah. I mean, you looked almost as good as Jackson Dart at the Met.
Exactly. You know what? I didn't mind that.
That wasn't the Met, was it? What was he?
It was the Met Gala.
It was the Met Gala. Okay.
Yeah.
He looked really fucking sharp. I got to
give it to him. It was. It's like a zoot suit-ish,
Yeah, but he was wearing Yankee pinstripes, though, wasn't
Well, it was like a Yankee pinstripe zoot suit. There you go. If there was such
might be something else.
And the hat he was wearing, and it was pretty cool.
But I'm not going to kink shame you.
You don't want to do that. So, in any event, those videos we posted, we're going to talk about CBC tonight, and we're going to talk about a little bit about Frederick, Maryland, because it was pretty damn cool down there, and I got some stuff I want to.
Oh, Freddie! I know Fred. I know Freddie.
Freddie Maryland. Yes. Freddie
Maryland. Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, to CBC. Look, this is. I've been going to CBC for years. I haven't been the last couple of years, but it's always a good time. And the fact that it was right in Philly, you know what that meant? That meant I could drive each day and not have to stay.
It's about 45 minutes for you?
About 45, 50 minutes with no traffic. So I was able to get down there, and the gas and tolls back and then down again, an extra trip, paled in comparison to the cost of a hotel room in Center City.
Oh yeah.
So
we know that it's the reason I didn't take off. Well, a couple of reasons I didn't take off. One was the cost of the hotel, and also found out with all the time that I've taken off this year, I had no time left.
What I did find that was pretty interesting, and I'll tell you this: I was in Philly again, pardon me, this past Saturday and Sunday, this past weekend, because Jess runs the Broad Street 10 miler every year. And in down Broad Street, obviously. Hence the
That
name.
makes sense, yeah.
But and we stayed there. Now we stay there every year. We go there we stay there Saturday night and Sunday every year. Now there's between 40 and 50,000 runners every year of this run. All right, and a lot of them are from outside the city. So people converge on Philly, and a lot of hotels are booked throughout the city for this run. The price of the hotels for CBC definitely was much more. They definitely, the hotel industry gouged a little bit more for CBC than they ever do for the Broad Street 10 miler. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. But I thought about it. They get CBC once every maybe 10 years in Philly. The Broad Street run is every year. So if they're going to piss people off, they don't want to piss the people off that have to come back every year.
Yeah, but if you piss them off too much, you're not going to get it again.
Well, what is the other? Here's the thing. What's the alternative? Unless people are complaining about. Now, look, it wasn't like it was $400 or $500 for the damn hotel room. It was just more than it should have been. But be that as it may, it was still a great event. It was still a great event. I love going to it every year. It's a fantastic show. And we have a couple of friends that won some awards at the World Beer Cup, and we're going to get to that in a minute too. Just got a couple of comments right here.
Basically, Brian's saying I'm glitchy and frozen on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Or is it you? Is it me? Is it you? Is it all of us?
Say it again.
He's saying that we are quite glitchy and frozen on Facebook right now.
Glitchy and frozen on Facebook. That's interesting.
Let me go on and take a look, see what's going on here.
Yeah. Who's texting it?
Mr. Boak.
He is. All right. That's weird.
I'm not seeing the feed at all.
You are not. Ask him to go on. Brian, go on YouTube.
Yeah, and see what's going on.
And see what's going on there.
It might be Facebook effing with us. And we keep getting those messages. You're not a recommended site.
That is weird. It says we were live and we're not now.
Huh. Well, that's fun.
Interesting. It says we're on Facebook.
So Vanessa Kitty's saying it's loud and clear on her end, but that's YouTube.
That is correct. And we are not live on Facebook. We went live. And we're in Paolo, yep. Paolo, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Paolo, hi, can you set the cameras differently so I can see what you're drinking?
This is what we're drinking. We're drinking this. This is a German. I've got a German Pilsner. John just finished German Pilsner. And
not done yet. I will be shortly.
Oh, he's not done with it yet. But we're both drinking German Pilsners at the moment.
And I'm just curious. I'm just trying to keep talking to Paolo and Vanessa for that matter.
So Paolo, we're going to be in Piemonte in the Piemonte a couple of weeks. I was trying to figure out a way to get us out to Pordenone, but we're taking Carrie's aunt, and this is basically her trip. So we couldn't make the jog out there. I really wanted to. Carrie really wanted to. We wanted to come out and see you. But maybe next time we're out there, we'll be able to make a Pordenone trip. But it's going to be really good to be back into Italy and drinking some very nice vino.
Yeah, we were live for 17 minutes on Facebook, and now
it's the Lager Room on Facebook, and we're not live right now. So something just happened. How are we going to fix this, John?
I don't know how to. The only thing I can think of is let me go into YouTube and try and post that on Facebook.
Very interesting. Okay, we apologize.
We do.
For the technical difficulties to our Facebook fan base. All 17 of you. Yep, Vanessa, Facebook says we were live. And Paolo's right. Piemonte is the wrong side of Italy as far as he is concerned. You need to be in Friuli Veneto, I believe is the region that Palo's in, which is home to one of my favorite wines, as a matter of fact, Refosco. I do like the Refosco, Refosco Rosso. Well, probably maybe try to find some of that while we're there. But you know what I love about being there? Well, we're going to be in the Barolo region. Barolo's quite different. So, Palo's renovating the Airbnb. He'll be got to let us know when it's up and running, Palo. We've got to get back out there. But the thing is, we're looking to do, because we haven't done Roma yet, we haven't done Sicilia, we haven't done Puglia. So we also haven't done Toscano or Emilia Romagna. So we're trying to get out to those regions as well. So Emilia Romagna is not all that far from Friuli Veneto.
All right.
Okay, so what'd you do, John?
I posted the link from the live link from YouTube, shared that on Facebook, so you should be able to
drive some traffic there
and watch it from YouTube.
And Palace saying to visit Baladine. The plan was to visit Baladine. However, they will not be open the days we are there. They're only open on the weekend right now. We're going to only be because we're going to be in Novello. In Novello, we're only going to be there Tuesday through Friday, flying back on Saturday. And we're going to be in Como, in Bellagio for the first half of the trip. So that's going to be obviously a little closer. We'll see Milano for one day. You got to see Milano while you're there. I know it's touristy. And Paolo's absolutely right. He's saying Bellini's pretty much the guy who sparked the craft beer movement in Italy.
All right, so I'll catch up with those comments really quick. Vanessa Kitty said, hi. Hey, Vanessa. She's loud and clear on her end because she's watching on YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
I have been connectivity issues, but your feed is good.
She's been having connectivity.
I've been having connectivity. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the Facebook page? I will check. Paolo said Piemonte is the wrong side of Italy.
The west, he's on the east. It's both north, though.
Vanessa said Facebook says you were live. Paolo says, I'm renovating the Airbnb. I will be honored to host you again. I may take you up on that as well, Paolo. More on that.
He's got there's actually 3 rooms upstairs in the Airbnb. There's
very nice.
2 sides of it, and he rents them out separately.
Very nice.
One has two rooms. The other one has 1 room, I believe. Right? I think that's right.
Gotcha. Then Vanessa said, I am subscribed to the Facebook feed too. And Paolo said, visit Baladine in Piemonte. Yeah, more on that as we get closer. Need to visit Italy, friends in Genoa. That's from Vanessa. Paolo said, the guy that started craft beer in Italy, more or less. And he said, have fun, drink well, stay safe. Thanks, Paolo. Really appreciate tuning in.
I miss you, buddy.
Vanessa says the Facebook link to the YouTube feed works. So
perfetto.
There you go.
I've been trying to learn as much Italian as I possibly could for this trip, and I know more than I did last time.
There you go. All right, so Brian is live on YouTube right now. Facebook, for some reason, isn't connecting. So anybody that is watching on any of the 45 Facebook groups that we post this to is going to see 17 minutes of a show.
Yep.
That's it. So once again, we will be finding a new service because Restream, what's the word I'm looking for?
Sucks moose balls?
Sucks big fucking hairy moose balls.
There we go.
Sorry, Vanessa. Had to be said. Vanessa did say hi, Paolo.
And she's probably shot some moose balls.
And she probably has. And Paolo said, hi, Vanessa. There you go. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program now.
What were we doing? Oh, we were drinking beer.
You were drinking beer. So
I'm going to drink more beer.
How was your 3-3s?
It's grainy, like a German Pilsner should be.
I definitely should have gotten a couple of these. I'm sorry I didn't get you one. I didn't.
No,
Well, look, here's the story with these, right? I didn't go to breweries in West Virginia. I'm going to just jump ahead really quick because it's timely with this, right? I didn't go to breweries in West Virginia because we were only over in West Virginia, which is only about 24 minutes of a ride from Frederick. So it's crazy how close you are to everything out there. It's literally 24 minutes to where we went. Not even just to West Virginia, to where we went in West Virginia from Frederick, Maryland. And we had to go through about a half a mile of Virginia to get into West Virginia in the first place. If you go a half an hour north, you're in Pennsylvania, heading towards Gettysburg.
Yep.
So everything's kind of close out there. But my point being, we didn't go to any breweries per se in out in West Virginia. We went to Harper's Ferry. All right, and there's Harper's Ferry Brewing, but they were closed while we were there. Otherwise, we would have stopped there. And Harper's Ferry Brewing is technically actually in Virginia, oddly enough.
Well, Harper's Ferry, I believe, is in Virginia.
Harper's Ferry is in West Virginia. The Harper's Ferry we went to is in West Virginia.
Okay, because
maybe it's probably dual towns. Maybe Harper's Ferry.
I think it is, because I think that the historical site's actually in Virginia.
Gotcha. So we whatchamacallit? So we went to the hike. More on that in a minute. More on the hike in a minute and all of that, because I do want to talk about that. But this beer and a couple of the others I got. We went to a
no, you're right. It's in West Virginia. It's not in Virginia at all.
Yeah, went to a gift shop in Harper's Ferry. Just want to buy a couple of knickknacks and stuff like that. It was a pretty cool shop too. And they had beer. They had craft beer, West Virginia.
Beer makes good gifts.
Absolutely. But I mean, think about that. Think about a gift shop in New Jersey and them having beer. That can't work. Why? Because they're not going to spend $500,000 on a liquor license in a craft beer shop.
Nope.
So what? But we all know how.
And in New Jersey, we know that a better gift in New Jersey is like a horse's head.
Yeah. Exactly.
In your bed.
In your bed. Right? Yeah. I thought that was in Vegas, but never mind.
Well, they did it in Vegas, yeah, but he picked it up in Jersey.
He did. That's true. Right, fair enough. But anyway, so I picked up a couple of beers, West Virginia brewed beers, in this gift shop. It's pretty cool. More on that in a little bit, Tom. But that's where I got this one. I should have gotten a couple more. I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't know if these beers were any good. I did look a little bit on Untapped. I played my cards the right way for certain things, but I figured, let me just grab one of this, that kind of thing. But I definitely
playing your cards with you looking at the back of the cards is not the way to play it.
That's not the way. You got to know when to hold them,
and you got to know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away, and
you know when to run.
Know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table.
No.
There'll be time enough for count when they're doing stuff. I had to finish it. Sorry. We got a couple other comments here. Vanessa Kitty said, I narrowed my goofy interference on my TV screen door into the main cable box and feed, and not my internet or TV.
She meant down to the cable box. It was
down to the cable box. Gotcha.
She fixes it in the next one.
There you go. Down to the cable box. Dang, typo-matic. There you go. Okay. Anyway. So CBC. All right, here we go.
Craft Brewers Conference.
Craft Brewers Conference. As I was saying, amazing.
We just glitched out again.
Are we still on YouTube, or is that still going at least?
I don't know. People who have been leaving things in the chat, let us know. We're still on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Are we there?
Vanessa, let us know if we're still on YouTube, because if we're not, we might as well just start the show over again at that point, because we won't be live.
We won't be live. Yeah.
In any event,
we won't be live. Sorry.
So CBC, as I was saying earlier, it's an amazing time. It's an amazing conference. If you're in the brewing industry, and you should attend at least once to see what it's all about. And I'll give you a rundown of the day. Right? You get to the conference.
Yeah, we're still.
Brian Boak, here he is. Yes, live on YouTube. Good. Okay.
There we go.
I'm just worried about these glitches now because it's ridiculous. But in any event, so you get to the conference in the morning. Starts at 9 or so, and there's a huge trade show. There's anything that you could possibly think of buying for a brewery or any part of the brewing industry is at this trade show, and so many choices.
Underberg.
There you go, Underberg. There you go. Underberg. Everything.
They were there.
They were there. There you go.
Underwear?
A few.
There's no brewery boxers?
There's no brewery boxers. There's brewery apparel. I'm sure that if you talk to the apparel companies, you can make underwear.
Cool.
I'm sure they would do that for you. But in any event, there's conferences too. There's breakout conferences in on the trade show floor, and there's actual conference rooms with lessons and teachings and stuff like that. It's a fantastic show.
Undertakers? No, that you don't need that for.
No, you don't want that.
You don't need that. Okay, never mind.
So anyway, but during CBC,
underwriters. I bet you had underwriters.
There was a lot of underwriters there. Yeah.
Was Dave there?
No.
Okay.
No, it was not. So in any event, we during the show, there's also the World Beer Cup happens during CBC every year. So you got these craft beer judges that come in from all over the world, and they come in, they judge beers from all over the world, and it's fantastic. There's a couple of issues that were not issues, a couple of questions that were asked in some of the chat rooms online, not at the conference by any means.
All right.
And I'll bring that up in a moment. I just want to put Brian's comment up. He said, for next show, I should have Brown Magic, my English mild, 4.5% in cold crash at 40 degrees. That's awesome.
Very nice.
Can't wait for some of that. And I hope to, you got to let me know when you're kegging that, bottling it, or whatever you're doing. Hopefully, if I have the time, I will definitely get up there and assist you with that.
I thought you were heading up this way next Friday.
I might be next Friday. So
I won't be here. I will be out of country.
You will be out of country, as they say. So anyway, whatchamacallit? So more of the World Beer Cup. Now, there were many winners, many entries, many more entries, I should say. And
that means there was many losers.
There were more losers than winners, right?
Which is usually the case.
Right.
Yes.
But nobody's a loser, right? They're making good beer, right? You're making beer. I know. Yeah, they're. Well, I don't know for a fact that anybody that did submit, or I can't say anybody, everybody that did submit beer, was a quote unquote winner, if you know what I mean. But I like to think that they were, right? But there were
participation trophies all around.
Right, but gold, silver, bronze, right? So first, second, third. In a number of categories, right? And while I'm talking, I'm going to pull up the actual winners so I can actually tell you the categories they were in.
There were some categories.
There were 4 from New Jersey. But before I get to
4 categories from New Jersey?
4 winners from New Jersey.
Oh. Well, that's impressive. How many? Do we usually have that many?
There's been a few.
We've had a
couple. Kane has won a bunch. Number of breweries.
As is there one, yes.
All right. So, whatchamacallit? I'm going to go.
I thought you were going to prepare for the show.
No, I did, but
you knew. It's not like you didn't know the topic.
I did.
It's not like you didn't know what you're going to talk about.
This is very true.
Like any other freaking picture, he can pop up in like half goddamn second.
In about 2 seconds.
Yeah, but here we go. Praying for another glitch.
There you are. Is that here we go.
Oh, do you have it?
I have it right here. Here we go. So, whatchamacallit? I will go in reverse, if you will. Subculture.
Oh, wait a second. Do you want me to do the beeping noise for you? Beep, beep, beep. As you go in reverse.
Yeah. Subculture brewing, subculture artisan ales. They're in Florence, New Jersey. Have you been?
I've never been to Florence, New Jersey.
Okay. It's not too far off of, when you take the Pennsylvania Turnpike extension off of the Turnpike, off New Jersey Turnpike, exit 6.
Where it's got the big shop right, like warehouse area, distribution center.
Right, yeah. Florence is right there. So that's where subculture is. So,
where's the machine?
Not sure.
Oh.
Not sure. But in any event,
it's probably in the distribution center.
It probably is, yeah. So, but subculture's there, and I've been. It's a cool space. It's a nice space. They won for their Burton Reynolds. It's a Burton ale, and I've had it, and it's pretty tasty. It's pretty good representation of the style.
Nice.
The category was historical beer.
That's historical.
Okay? And they took bronze for that beer. All right.
Very nice.
Mudhen Brewing.
And I hope Paolo's still watching. Very nice.
Very nice.
That's our impersonation of Fabio.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Very nice. Mudhen Brewing
I've heard of them. I've been there.
down in Cape May.
That's a huge facility.
It is, and it's a brew pub technically, right? Because they do have food there. They have spirits and stuff, so forth and so on, right?
And they have live bands.
They do.
I think they've got a pool, right? No, they don't have a pool.
No, they don't.
No, they should.
No,
that'd be a bad idea.
They took silver in the category of robust porter.
Robust porter. I like a robust porter. I like a robust porter.
I do too. For their Captain Doug's porter.
Captain Doug's. Okay.
I'm going to jump back to bronze for a moment. Our buddy Adam Jokosa from Oddbird.
Oddbird, yes, I saw that he won something, and I know what he won it for.
They won the bronze. They took the bronze for experimental beer, and it is his House Red.
House Red.
House Red.
That is a yummy beer.
It's a very, very good beer.
It actually doesn't taste like beer.
No, it does not. It does not, and it's really, really tasty. But I digress.
There was a gold.
There was a gold, one from a New Jersey brewery.
And
that would be our buddies.
It's somebody else that has been on the show.
Absolutely. This would be our buddies at Wanderback Beer Works. Justin and Brian.
And was it for the Munich style?
It was for the Munich style Helles. They took gold for the Munich style Helles.
That's a phenomenal beer.
It is.
That deserved the gold.
Such a good beer. Such a good beer.
It's a great guys too.
Great guys. They really were. They really were. They really are. They were great guys.
They were great guys. Now it's all gone to their head and they kind of suck.
You gotta love it. There you go. This is myself and Justin hanging out at CBC.
That'd be Justin.
I'll post these pictures with the video once we edit that and put that up on Facebook and Instagram and so forth and so on. Whatchamacallit? And where are we? There was something else I wanted to show you.
I'm not going to show you mine. So
right. Don't show me yours. Don't show yours. Yeah, I'll post all these pictures. They're fantastic. Yeah, amazing pictures. But I'll put them all. I'm not going to bore anybody with those pictures on Facebook right now. But on this live video right now, because we're not on Facebook right now, so it's pointless to show it. Brian did say he hopes to keg Saturday. We'll bottle a week or so later. No rush on that. Let me know when you're bottling. I'm not going to be able to get up Saturday, but let me know when you're bottling. I might be able to get up for that. So, anyway. But so congratulations to all of those winners, all those guys, and all the winners, all the winners.
Oh crap! I should have brought up the thing. It's loading, and it's too late now. The moment's gone.
What's that?
I was going to bring up the sound machine and do the whole Cheers thing, and
the Cheers thing.
Not like the TV show Cheers.
Like not that.
No, not that one. Because this is a New Jersey thing. It is not a what you call it.
I don't know. What do you call it?
This is a Boston thing because it's a Boston thing.
That would be a Boston thing, right?
Yeah, that'd be a Boston thing. So, yeah, it would have been that. Oh, helps if I have the volume up. That's not the right thing.
That works.
That's supposed to be applause. Something has gone wrong here. Let's see what the hell? Friggin' rap. Okay, cheering works.
Is that cheering or screaming? What the hell is that?
It sounds like a bunch of children being tortured, run over by.
Not that.
This is supposed to be joke drum. That's not joke drum. That's supposed to be wrong answer. That's correct.
That's correct. No, that's wrong answer. Not correct.
Okay, crickets still works.
You need to hold that one up for a while. You need to make
crickets.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then there's drama or whatever like that. But
those.
Joke drum and applause have actually gone wrong.
Nice.
Oh, that's wrong too.
That's wrong too.
But I can use that.
All right. I opened my second beer finally.
Have you?
It's another West Virginia beer. It is called Almost Heaven. It's a 5.2% amber ale from Mountain State Brewing in Thomas, West Virginia.
And in a 12-ounce can.
In a 12-ounce can.
Thomas, he's a friend of Freddie's.
Thomas is a friend of Freddie's.
Yeah.
Thomas Elkin, I think is his name, right? because the Big Timber Brewing is in Elkins, West Virginia. Elkins, West Virginia.
Elkins.
Thomas Elkins. There you go.
Thomas Elkins.
There you go.
Frederick, Maryland.
Frederick, Maryland. Thomas Elkins of Frederick, Maryland. No. Anyway, so almost Heaven is an amber ale, and this is it right here from Mountain State Brewing in Thomas, West Virginia. Pretty good. Heaven.
Nice mug.
Cheers. You like that? And yeah, and in honor of Adam winning first house red, I'm drinking out of the house red.
Oddbird Dimple mug. Dimple, not Dipple.
Dimple, yes.
Dimple. I have to ask.
That's tasty.
Go
ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it.
Oh, I was going to say nice hat. It's a new hat. What's the hat?
I'll tell you in a second. What was I going to say about? I said this is a tasty beer. What was I?
You wish you had gotten more than one.
I wish I got more than one. Right? Yeah. So this hat is from Country Malt Group. One of the things that happens at CBC every year is a bunch of merch is given out, T-shirts, but mainly caps, right?
Did you double your cap quota?
I came home between the 2 days. I came home with 26 caps.
I was going to guess 32.
26.
Very nice.
Chuck came home. I believe he came home with more than that. Not quite sure. It was posted in the group. I think you might have seen it.
No, I didn't actually.
But whatchamacallit? But yeah, so this is one of my favorites of the show that I got. This is a really good hat.
The Teenage Ninja Turtle thing kind of going
exactly.
on.
It's like it's definitely reminding me of both Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Departed Souls Brewing because Brian does this theme a lot. He does.
And now the shirt looks like the smokestacks as you go through Elizabeth.
There you go. It's actually the smokestacks as you go through Pittsburgh. This is Cinderlands.
Cinderlands.
Cinderlands Brewing out in Pittsburgh. Yes. So.
That makes sense.
Right. So, and Brian said Thomas the Train.
It's tank engine, you old fart.
Yeah. Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah.
Tank engine. It's a tank engine.
There you go. And what you call it? He's not that much older than you and I. So
no, he's not. But he'll still say, "But I'm older than you."
But I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Anyway, but which we call? Yeah. No, we have Thomas, West Virginia, not Thomas the Train. So. And he said second beer, Ramstein, Double Platinum Blonde.
That was a great album from Kiss.
Double Platinum Blonde was a fantastic Kiss album. Yeah. Especially when they did that duet with Ramstein.
Yes, that's great.
Or
awesome.
or Rammstein.
Rammstein.
That was like they wanted to do a remake of Du Hast.
Du Hast.
Du Hast,
baby.
Yeah, wrong song.
Wrong song. So I have my third.
He says I am. So there you go. So.
And here's a hint here. It is in my shilling dimple.
It's in your shilling dimple. There you go. What is it?
That sounds dirty.
You put the beer in your shilling dimple.
Went right in my shilling dimple. Or it sounds like a non-alcoholic cocktail. Shilling dimple. Anyway, this is Volksgarten.
Mm-hmm.
Volksgarten is a Vienna-style lager.
That's a delicious, delicious beer.
And I'm drinking this because Thursday is Vienna Lager Day.
Thursday is Vienna Lager Day. I plan on having a Vienna Lager.
That's probably a good thing to have on Vienna Lager
on
Day.
Thursday.
It'd be even better if you were in Vienna.
It would be much, much better if I was in Vienna. No, actually, it would be better if I was in Germany having a Vienna Lager. No, I mean, I would mind being in Vienna, but
Vienna. You know how close Vienna is to Germany?
It's right there.
It's like on the map. It's about this much. It's about that much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. On the globe, it's even closer.
Even closer.
There you go. But in any event, so that's in a nutshell, CBC. I'm going to be writing a piece about this year's CBC and CBC in general.
That's such a good beer.
I've already penned about half of what I want to talk about. So that will be going up along with the pictures and the videos, and that's probably going to get up within the next several days. So keep an eye out for that. If you're re-listening to this on, on one of the audio channels, it's probably already up. So go check it out on Facebook and our website, www.lageroom.com. Anyway, that's LAGERROOM.com. Anyway, so let's switch gears.
You know the last time I had this beer?
When was the last time you had that beer?
February 2025 on the Lager Room, guys.
With whatchamacallit, Zach.
And it was with Zach.
From Sean.
That's where Zach's from, yes.
Yeah, and he was on the show that day.
Met him at John Bland's.
John Land's, yeah, the beer fest they do.
The beer fest they do. That was a good beer fest.
So,
it's a good beer fest when Schilling shows up.
100%.
Yeah.
And a quick aside before we get into Frederick a little bit, and I won't bore you.
I'm not getting to Frederick. You're going to get into Frederick.
I'll get into Frederick. Well, we'll get into because it's a discussion.
He's going to get into Frederick's Schilling dimple.
You know what? Don't work blue. Don't work blue. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Did you hear that?
Okay.
Did you hear that?
No. I heard something clatter.
No, it's I have two glasses that are close together, and I put my foot down, and they made a noise. Anyway, so we've had this discussion before.
Now, do you do this thing where if you hear a couple glasses clatter, you go to where all your glassware is, stomp your foot, look around, move something, stomp your foot again, and keep doing it until the clattering stops?
100%.
Yeah, I think that we all do.
All right.
All right. Anyway, so we've had this discussion before, John. Why do we have to have it again?
Well, no, because there's a little extra wording to it now, extra information about it. Anyway,
extra bread.
I'm assuming we've talked about it on the show. So if we have, if you're a long-time listener of the show, you might have heard this before. But either way, this is going to be some new information. Now, we've had a conversation, and Matt has been involved in this conversation. I think he basically brought it up originally, and that was Tensky, right?
He had an original thought.
If there was only one brewery,
I'm teasing that.
If you had to pick one brewery out of the entire world, now not every brewery is going away, right? But you had to.
We have discussed.
And you can only drink that brewery's beer forever at that point. From that point on, what would it be? And Matt always said his is Firestone Walker, and he's not wrong.
We were talking about this at AC Beer Fest. That's where the discussion happened. That's where it happened. Yeah, we haven't done it on the show.
We haven't done it on the show, but no. Matt always says Firestone Walker, and he's not wrong because their IPAs are fantastic. Their Pils is great. Their barrel aged stuff is fantastic. And watch, if you haven't done so already, go re-listen to Al Gattulo's Craft Beer Cast from this past Sunday night, May 3rd, 11 o'clock. He had Mr. Walker on discussing the current state of Firestone Walker and the purchase of Stone Brewing.
The current state's California.
Yeah. I see what you did there. But in any event, Matt's answer to that is Firestone Walker would be his
every
brewery.
time. And it's really hard to argue with that.
It's hard to argue with that. But I was having this conversation just the other day, just this past Friday, if you will, with Pat Reed from Victory. Are you all right? Every time I mention someone's name from a brewery, you belch that hard.
Oof, I gotta start learning to belch their names.
Anyway, so Pat Reed from Victory was on the show this past winter.
Yeah.
We
met at AC.
And you met him at AC, right? So he and I were discussing this same thing. I asked him that question, and you know what his answer was?
Victory.
Schilling.
And it's hard to disagree with that as well. But for me, I'd 100% agree with it if they did stouts and barley wines.
Right. They do IPAs because they have the resilience label, right? And those IPAs are pretty damn tasty too. And
there's very few breweries in this country whose lager game is any stronger.
I honestly, it would pain me to think of a brewery whose lager game. And now there's breweries that come close. I mean, Amanda's game is amazing. Human Robot's crazy good.
Oh yeah.
But Schilling, for me, edges both of them outside. And there's so many different styles.
You remember my reply to the conversation.
Go for it.
It's really hard, as much as you want to shit on them because they're so overblown with all the hype, but it's a brewery that deserves their hype, and that's Treehouse.
Yes.
Because every inch of their catalog is fantastic, and they're not their lager game strong. They built their name on their IPA game. That then turned into into stouts, and they do classic stouts all the way up to those big ass sticky dessert stouts, the pastry stouts.
And I still I have a 12% smoked barley wine that I need to have soon.
And they also they got into the rock game. So I don't think there's any brewery in the country that hits all these different aspects of beers and does it so fucking well.
I'm glad you brought that up because I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And Firestone Walker is probably third on my list, maybe second, but third on my list. Schilling would be second on my list. Treehouse is my response to that.
The only
because of what you just said, because their lager game is spot on. Their IPA game is second to none. Their stouts and barley wines is amazing. Their route game is insanely good.
Strong especially for the US.
Yeah.
Right. And I know
there's no box unchecked with Treehouse Brewing.
And I know, but I get why Potensky would put Firestone Walker over because of sours and Belgians, that's his wheelhouse.
Right.
That's where he wants to be. And, Treehouse does do some sours here and there. I don't think it's their strongest. I don't think it's their strong suit.
And I will. No, it's not. It's not. They're good. They're good. Everything else I mentioned is above them. Yeah. Now I will tell you this though, and this is not a cop out. Understand what I'm saying here. Because of this conversation, if there were 3 breweries that you could have, not 1 but 3.
You named all 3 of them already.
Those would be my 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those would be my 3.
100%.
And if I had to throw a 4th one in there, I would throw Omegang in there. U.S. breweries. We're talking about U.S.
I'd throw Hill Farmstead in there.
And number 5 would be Hill Farmstead.
Hill Farmstead would be my number 4.
Well, top 5 in whatever order you want to put them in. Yep. Hill Farmstead, Omegang, Firestone Walker, Schilling, Treehouse. Those would be my top 5. And we just did a top 5 list without actually doing a top 5 list.
So there you go.
There you go. All right, so let's talk about Frederick, Maryland for a little bit. I'm not going to belabor it. The trip was great. The former home to Flying Dog Brewing. Yes, and everybody down in that I spoke with about this. I can't say everybody because I didn't speak with every resident of Frederick, Maryland.
Didn't have the time.
But everybody that I spoke with about it down there misses Flying Dog in Frederick. And
there's a reason for that. I mean, they put Frederick, Maryland on the map.
They did. Beer-wise. I mean, the Civil War put Frederick, Maryland on the map.
Well, Antietam's not too far from there.
Antietam's not too far from there.
The bloodiest battle of the Civil War.
That would be correct. Yeah. We actually went to the Civil War Medical Museum while we were there.
That must have been fascinating.
It was actually pretty freaking.
No, I'm not kidding around. That must have been fascinating. Because all that shit that they used to shoot out of cannons and all the damage it did to everybody who was on the wrong end of that cannon, and to some of the people that were on the right end of that cannon, because sometimes those cannons just blew up. And then you had to treat these things. And you ever hear a chain shot? Did they cover chain shot while you're in there?
Yep.
Oh my God, how terrifying is that shit?
Yeah.
It's basically a cannon shoots out a chain that just and goes around, cuts people in half, tears flesh. It's just the thought of chain shot was terrifying.
It was horrible, but it was definitely a cool experience. And there's a lot of history when it comes to Civil War, obviously in Frederick. But you could check out any of that on any of a number of websites, and I encourage you to do it because it's all really cool. But we're obviously here to talk about beer, and that's what we're going to do. On the way into Frederick, we stopped at. there's two breweries that I've had a number of beers from on this show, and just in general too. And I've never been to either of them, and that would be Sapwood Cellars and Elder Pine. So
Both fantastic brewers.
On the way into Frederick last Saturday, the previous Saturday from last, we hit Sapwood on the way in. Amazing space, amazing beer, and they will be coming on the show at some point in the near future.
Need more Sapwood.
And
Dan, you're gonna make me do a order, aren't you?
Tavor. You may or may not have a Sapwood.
You're gonna make me do a tour because
you may or may not have to.
Because Elder Pine is also on divorce.
You may or may not have to. All right. So in any event, so we went there, and on the way out last Wednesday, we stopped at Elder Pine. So and they will be coming on the show. At some point.
I like those guys.
All right. But there are 9 or 10 breweries in Frederick, Maryland proper. So we did hit all of them, of course.
I've heard Frederick, Maryland's kind of improper.
Pretty much.
But in a good way, in a very good way.
In a very good way.
Yeah.
Look, I'll say a global statement here. The beer, the spirits, the food, the scene, the area, it's a really, really, really cool town. It really is. And I suggest if you have any interest in it, take a trip there. Take a long weekend. We went 5 days and it was not, I can't say it was enough. There are some things that we didn't do. We are planning on going back at some point. I don't know whether we'll get back to this year.
And the landscape out there, I mean, you got the Appalachians going right through there, just west of Frederick, right? Because they're right, Frederick's in the foothills.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful out there.
We went hiking. We were there Saturday to Wednesday. On Sunday, we went hiking in Catacton Mountain Park, and it was really cool. Hiked up to a waterfall and back, and we actually hiked there was this other side trail when you came back down the mountain, and it was it's like the still trail. Still meaning there's a still on it. I'll pull up a picture for that.
Oh yeah, I saw Jess put the still up.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's the bootleggers back in the day.
Bootleggers back in the day during Prohibition, they would brew so much, ferment so much, distill so much.
Well, you got to ferment before you distill, but yeah, okay.
This is very true. You understand that. But let me take. I think this is. There we go. There we go. That literally is the area that they distilled in.
Yep.
All right.
And like barrel after barrel after barrel.
So many, right?
And they had to outrun the cops all the time.
All the time, yeah.
And believe it or not, and I'm not making this up, it's what NASCAR came out of.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It actually came out of the bootleggers.
Mm-hmm. Not necessarily those specific bootleggers, but bootleggers in general.
Right,
and
running from that, and just taking these cars, souping them up, and being able to outrun the cops.
Right.
And actually, you know how NASCAR got their name.
Go ahead.
While the bootleggers were running things back and forth, you had a couple of hillbillies, in their rocking chairs on their porch and car.
NASCAR.
That's a NASCAR.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Anyway. NASCAR coming. Anyway, so we did that, and again we went
Doppler effect.
Exactly. Went for a hike to Harper's Ferry down in West Virginia. It was really cool too. We drove over the Potomac, went through Virginia into West Virginia, parked, and then we went for a hike and we hiked around Harper's Ferry, and then we hiked on the Appalachian Trail, and part of it sent you over this footbridge, which doubles as a train bridge too, and you went back over the Potomac back into Maryland, and then back over again. It was pretty cool. And there's a lot of history too in Harper's Ferry. There was a battle. John Brown, John Brown, John Brown, what do they call it?
Museum?
Well, it's not a museum. It's more of a house, and I took a picture of it right here.
Well, this is where this is where John Brown was killed.
Yes.
This is where they finally chased
the John Brown building right there.
Yeah.
And you know what's inside that building?
John Brown's rotting corpse.
I'm going to show you.
Oh, it's not John Brown's.
Fire hose wagons.
Fire hose wagons. That makes John very happy.
There you go.
And if you want to see a John Brown museum, you can go up to Lake Placid because that's where he was from. His farmstead was up there.
Yep.
But him and his sons went down to Harper's Ferry. They were part of the Underground Railroad.
Yep.
And in defense of it, they wound up being surrounded and unalived.
Unalived. There you go. Yep. Now, I do have to say, now this is years before this, okay? Because this is obviously in 1859 to 1863, right, during the Civil War. Years before this, back in the 1700s, and I talked about this with you earlier on the phone.
That famous redhead.
Thomas Jefferson.
The famous redhead.
Right. He gave a speech while standing on top of this rock on this peak in Harper's Ferry.
It's a funny story. It's the same rock that they used in Lion King.
Right, exactly.
It does look a lot like it.
It does look a lot like it. It does. But they call it Jefferson Rock. I mean, not much of a stretch there, right? But they call it Jefferson Rock. But my conversation with Dave earlier was, and I apologize, I did not look. A president in the early 1800s, probably about 40 or so years later, he commissioned the rock was in danger of falling, right? And he needed to shore it up. So he commissioned these red sandstone pillars be constructed to hold the rock in place. So, because it's a historical rock, obviously it's Jefferson Rock. And they did so. They created these sandstone pillars, and that's what they had them on Jefferson Rock. Here we go, and there they are, right?
They're under. They work better with
under the rock, right there. Look up. There you go.
Yeah, no, I've seen
those are the sandstone pillars. Now, these pillars were built 200 years ago. Okay, name me one thing that's built today that's going to last 200 years.
Other than all the plastic in the ocean.
Well, that's it.
Oh, and the fallout from the batteries of all the EVs.
Them too. Right. There you go. But in any event, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But getting back to the reason we're here, the beer podcast, right?
Beer.
There's 9 or 10 breweries in and around the city. One of them is Old Mother Brewing. There's a burger place inside Old Mother Brewing. Amazing smash burgers.
Nice.
Inhaled one last Sunday, and
you inhaled one?
I basically inhaled one. Yeah, it's nice. Let me tell you something. It's 50. Each patty is 50% beef, 50% bacon.
Very nice.
And I had a double patty. All right. So it was very, very tasty.
So you had 100% beef and 100%.
I had 200%. I had 100% beef and 100% patty. 200% of beef. So there you go. But that was fantastic. But there were other breweries, Rockwell, Attaboy, fantastic. Steinhardt Brewing, cool Belgian and German styles at Steinhardt Brewing. Now, Attaboy, Steinhardt, and Rack Brewing, which Rack Brewing will be coming on the show soon. All three of those breweries are right on the. There's a creek that runs through Frederick, and there's a walkway on either side of it. There's a lot of stuff along it. It's a really cool walk. It's like a river walk that you could take right through, all the way through the center of town. It's fantastic. A Rack will be coming on, and up on the north side of town is Monocacy Brewing, and they'll be coming on the show too. Tasty beer.
Oh, very cool. From what I can tell, it was the U.S. Army Superintendent of Harper's Ferry ordered sandstone pillars. But maybe it had to be approved.
I read
the president. Yeah.
I read maybe the president at the time approved it. Yeah, I definitely. I definitely read a president. The president at the time was involved. So I have a picture of it. I can look it up.
It was actually John Quincy Adams.
Yes, there you go, John Quincy Adams. Thank you.
Well, because I looked at the date and that was when John Quincy Adams was John Adams' kid.
It was not his. It was not his father. It was him.
It was him. It was the second Adams.
It was the second Adams, But in any event,
But he's not a John Adams II because he's got a different middle name.
he's got a different
Much like the Bushes.
the Bushes, right? Yeah. The Busher, Dave the Busher.
Dave the Busher.
Oh, the Bushes. Oh, the presidents. Not the basketball player for the Knicks.
No.
Okay.
That Knicks had a good win last night, huh?
Knicks, yeah. Knock on wood, they keep it going. There'll be a sports podcast tomorrow night. We'll talk plenty about that.
So there you go. I'm sure you will.
It's been. Oh my God, you and your Belgian.
I am gassy today.
You are. But in any event, there will be some spirits discussion on the End of Chaser podcast coming up soon because there's some pretty good liquid in that realm too, down in.
So we're really not sure what the next show is going to be. It may not be what we originally planned. We'll see. The End of Chasers in 2 days.
In 2 days, yes. We're waiting for confirmation. It's probably going to be what we confirmed it was going to be, but it might not be. We'll know that by morning, if not tonight.
Okay.
By morning.
We'll see.
But in any event, yeah. So that's that. But anyway, like I said, Frederick was great. It's an amazing city. I highly suggest you get down there, and you'll hear more about it on at least 2 podcasts, and you'll definitely hear about Maryland beer on at least 4 podcasts coming up in the near future.
At least.
So, and there will be one of the distilleries will be coming on the show too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So fantastic spirits. Anyway.
And you said they made fantastic vodka.
They did. I did not buy a bottle of vodka though. I bought the rye. Shocker, I know. And I bought their chokeberry liqueur.
Chokeberry, nice.
Chokeberry liqueur. It is. We bought a bottle of gin too.
One thing I've found when you get like these local distilleries and some of their products, when they're using local berries.
Yep.
Like I remember when I went through, I was just a layover in Iceland, and Iceland's known for Bremivin.
Mm-hmm.
Say that Bremivin or Bremivin?
Bremivin.
Bremivin. But also they do their version of schnapps. And they did one that was made out of crowberry. And crowberry is endemic to Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
And that was absolutely delicious. So much so that, I had it in the restaurant there, brought a bottle back. And then we had to go through Reykjavik on another trip. And it was almost intentional because I wanted another fucking bottle of crowberries schnapps. So, did you have that? Chokeberry while you were there?
I had the chokeberry while I was there. The reason I bought it, and I'll tell you, very, very, very good berry flavor, but it wasn't sweet. It was a little bit of sweetness to it. I can't say it wasn't sweet. It wasn't. Well,
that was like It was like that crowberry schnapps because,
right.
As we know, American schnapps are sweet.
Right.
European schnapps are firewater.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And will knock you on your ass faster than you can say "Hooja mama."
Right. But there was some herbaceous notes to it, and the berry and everything else. And I'm sitting there and I'm sipping on it, and I'm like, this could be. And me with like replacements in cocktails, right?
Okay, I see where you're going.
Definitely replace depending on the cocktail. It can definitely replace a sweet vermouth.
Interesting. So you're thinking like either a Negroni or a
Negroni, Boulevardier, Manhattan even.
Well, considering you got their rye and that.
Exactly.
There you go. You need to. Actually, I think you need to make a Manhattan with those two.
I think I need to make a Manhattan with those two and see where it goes from there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But in any event, I poured my 3rd beer.
What'd you pour there, Johnny?
Okay. Now we've had this discussion.
Oh, this is another discussion we've had. Okay.
Many times on the show. What brewery that I love, that I've been to, and you love as well, is no longer distributing in New Jersey?
Avery
Brewing. When I was in Maryland, it dawned on me that Avery is distributing to Maryland. Oh. So I went. We stopped at a liquor store and actually met met a guy at one of the bars we were at on Sunday.
Was he named Avery?
His name is Flatfoot Sam.
Flatfoot Sam.
Flatfoot
Very
Sam.
nice.
Now I think he plays guitar or drum. See the guitar or drums. I apologize, Sam, if you're watching. For some reason it escapes me. He's either playing guitar or drums. But in any event, he's in a band and they play around a lot. They actually play at Rack Brewing. They've played at JoJo's, which is on East Patrick Street in Frederick. He was at JoJo's in East Patrick Street when I met him. But he
was a man who thought he was a woman.
He's the beer manager at Frederick Winehouse. No relation, Amy.
Okay.
No relation, Amy.
I miss Amy.
Right. But and anyway, so I stopped over there on Wednesday and went over there, and they had every Avery that is being produced right now. And unfortunately, it's not. They had no Maharaja, but they had IPA. They had
your palate thanks you.
Yeah, they had White Rascal, so forth and so on. But they did have. I wasn't going to get a bunch. I wanted to get 1 6-pack. So what did I go with, Dave?
The barley one.
God, I wish they had that. They did not making that.
They didn't
anymore.
have the barley one.
They're not making that anymore. They're not making that. They're not making Old Jubilation. They're making 8 or 9 core beers, and that's it. Because San Miguel bought the brewery specifically to brew Founders All Day IPA, 15 packs.
Right.
So yeah, here I'll just put it up right here. I bought Ellie's Brown.
Ellie's a good girl.
She's a good girl.
She's a good girl.
Right there. So Ellie's Brown. I've had it many times before, but I miss it. Haven't had it in a while. And little side note: while I was at CBC, there was a couple of sticker manufacturers. They have one of these and allowed me to take it. An Avery Brewing sticker.
Oh, that's beautiful die cut.
Very, very, very beautiful die cut. There you go. So,
that's a gorgeous sticker.
and there you have it, right there. Look at that beautiful. Oh my God, you and your belching. Look how deep that brown ale is. Fantastic. So,
That's nearly stout color right there.
Oh my God, so good, so good, so good, so good, so good. On that note of Avery,
Fucking blow me. Oh, sorry.
On that note of Avery, I do want to bring this up. So I was just in Philadelphia.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
I was just in Philadelphia.
You were?
I was on this past weekend for just running the Broachy 10 miler. Before we went to dinner on Saturday night, we went for a quick beer. Well, I went for a quick beer, and we went over to Barcade.
I've heard of them.
Barcade in Center City, Philly, and they had, and I will just show you this.
Is it an Avery?
They had that tap handle.
And what was on the? Oh, truly, very nice. What was on the Avery?
The Avery handle right there.
What were they pouring off that Avery handle there, John?
They were pouring this beer right here.
That is a dark beer, so it could be one of many, many, many things. It could be the Tsar.
It was not the Tsar.
Damn. I love the Tsar. It's such a good beer. It's not Old Jubilation, was it?
Nope.
It wasn't Ellie's because it's a little too dark for Ellie's.
Nope.
It was one of the pumpkins.
Nope.
Okay, so tell us.
It was 2018. Yes, that's right. An 8-year-old Sixtel was on tap. It was 2018 Planked.
Planked. So how many of them did you drink while you were there?
I only had one because it's 16.2%, and we were going to dinner. So,
yeah, and you would have been planked.
I would have been planked, yeah.
16, and when I say planked, I don't mean that he would have been drunk or
no, whatever. Jess would have picked up a plank and hit
exactly.
Right.
That's what I mean.
No, it was planked at 16.2% Imperial Coconut Porter, aged in rum barrels, i.e., walk the plank. It was.
Yes. You know that I would fucking hate that beer, right?
Oh, you hate it. You would hate it
because I don't like rum. I don't like coconut.
Nope.
No. Really don't like porters.
None whatsoever. I'm
trying to fake myself out from the jealousy that I'm feeling right now.
This beer was fantastic. I'm sure it's gone by now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's coming down too.
But it was amazing. I am on a quest to find a bottle of it, and I will make that bottle 2 bottles of it.
Yeah, please do. Please do. I need some pint. And now I finished my 3rd beer, so I may drink some rum.
Might you?
Might
you? All right.
Well, so a few months ago, I hired someone as an assistant. I've had assistants through the years, and someone.
Now, is this at work or just at home with your beer?
At work. No, at work. And she went for a bachelorette party to Puerto Rico, and as a birthday gift,
I got a note on that too. I want to discuss with you.
Brought this back for me.
Oh my God! Very, very nice.
I told her, okay, this is too much. She's like, no, it's not. Yeah, so I just love this because the thing opens up and there you go. So this is
Well, kudos to you. Kudos to your new assistant. Let's put it that way.
Oh God. But yeah, so this is a sipping rum.
That's for sure.
Done.
Do that again.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I love it.
We'll just keep doing that.
There you go.
It's beautiful, and it's funny because every other rum that I have has this on. It's got. I've got the speed pours on them.
The speed pours on them, right?
Not this one.
No, you're not going to do that.
That's disrespectful to this.
Yep.
This level of rum, and this goes in. This doesn't go in the shot glass for sipping. This goes in one of the nice ones.
It's very, very, very
nice. This is one of the ones I brought back from Bruges.
Very nice.
Which means I'm getting lead poisoning from it. But that's that.
Lead crystal. Very nice. Can't beat it.
Hold on. One more time.
Oh, love it.
Did you hear that? I've now poured. You notice the tone was a little lower?
A little lower. Yeah.
Is that a C? That might be a C.
No, that was definitely a B sharp.
Which is a C. I know enough about music theory to know you punking me, you punk.
How is it?
What I love about this. So this is an añejo rum. Añejo means it's aged and it's been sitting in the barrel longer than they usually sit. So it's a long age. In the parlance of tiki culture, it's a long age rum.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an XO. So they sit that in the barrels for a while, which means this develops a lot of oak and vanilla character to it. And this is a special rum.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. So my question to you there was, or the thing I want to say is, she went to Puerto Rico on a bachelorette trip.
Yeah.
All right. Now I was talking to.
Oh, I've heard some stories.
No, I get it. Now
I can't share.
The trips are amazing right now because back in our day, bachelor parties and bachelorette parties were you went out for the night.
Yeah.
You know, and before us, our parents' generations and stuff like that, bachelorette and bachelor parties. There were no. Well, our parents' generation, there were no bachelorette parties, right?
There was no bachelorette parties.
The bachelor parties were just. You went to an Elks Lodge or a hall somewhere, and
I think it's our generation invented bachelorette parties.
Probably, but my point is, they've become trips. They become trips. All right, my kids, both my daughters got married last year. My younger daughter got married in April. Her bachelorette party was in Arizona, and my son-in-law, her husband's bachelor party. I know.
I've met him. Wow, I didn't see that coming.
His bachelor party was golfing in Dallas. Okay.
That's weird because you would think it'd be swapped.
You would think
there's better golfing in everything.
Well, they want to go. There was other reasons and everything else, but they went to Dallas. Okay. And then my older daughter and son-in-law, she went for a long weekend to Cape May, and he went for a long weekend to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So
what did you say?
Lancaster.
Okay, I didn't think you said.
Oh no, I said Lancaster. Yeah,
okay.
It's Lancaster. But in any event, so that's what it's. The trips are amazing to me. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. So,
For what it's worth.
for what it's worth. All right, we have.
Was that Buffalo Springfield for what it's worth?
Was it? No, it was somebody else.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Hey kids, what's that?
for what it's worth. Yeah, you look it up.
I'm looking it up.
You do it, Jimmy. Get on that.
I type faster than you.
You did.
Buffalo Springfield. I was right.
It was Buffalo Springfield.
Woo!
Look at that.
Damn.
For you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Sun shines in a dog's ass every now and then.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
So now we did a couple of things we did want to discuss beyond that. We talked about there's been some closures again.
Yeah. Now this is the sad part of it. And a recent attendee of the show, guest of the show, not attendee. That's doesn't sound right. Guest of the show.
Guest of the show.
Used to work for this brewery, and he texted me last week. David Jimenez informed me that Quito's Brewing in Salt Lake City is closing. So that's a shame. That's a shame. I really enjoyed
when
it.
Dave was on a few weeks back, he mentioned that he had no longer been working at Quito's.
Right. So he got out for it. So maybe he knew something was going on. I'm still wanting.
Now, here's my question to you, though. Did he leave at the right time, or did they close because he left? And I don't even mean that tongue in cheek.
No,
he's an amazing brewer.
I think it's the first one. I think he saw the writing on the wall.
All right, fair enough.
I'm concerned. It's like, where are the pinball players going to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Where are those pinball machines going? I'll take one.
Yeah, I will definitely take one.
I don't know what the fuck I'm going to put the damn thing. Oh,
speaking of pinball machines,
I'm going to put it in a box in storage.
In storage, yeah, exactly. I did see this pinball machine in Barcade in Philly on Saturday, and this particular, not this specific pinball machine, but this style pinball machine was in a movie.
You got to get a little closer, Rocky.
All right. Do you remember the scene that this particular pinball machine was in?
It was in like Rocky 3 or 4, wasn't it?
It was Rocky 3. Paulie was drunk in the beginning of it, and he walked into an arcade, and he took a sip out of his scotch bottle, and he looked at it, and he got pissed off, and he threw the scotch bottle
right through it. right through the glass.
And then Rocky went and bailed him out of jail afterwards. Right?
Yep. At any rate, and we're back to Philly.
It's a circle. It's a circle. So, but anyway,
thank you for the sound effect for him being arrested for throwing the scotch bottle through.
There you go. So what is
Union City's finest?
Union City's finest.
You can hear them, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, they were on. Would certainly less sirens than were in Belleville the other day.
Oh God, yeah. Something burnt down big.
Some things.
A lot of things.
6 warehouses gone, like literally acres gone.
A very large block of an industrial complex.
Basically, the industrial complex burnt down.
Yeah.
There were 14 alarms. I think it's the most alarms that were ever called.
Oh, when it was posted, it was a 10 alarm.
Yeah,
it
might have been 12, but I'm pretty sure I saw 14.
I know it was a 10 alarm when it was posted when my an ex-employee of mine, Kyle, I forget what fire department he's in, but he posted it up. He posted it up because they were asking people to stay the fuck away. We need to work here.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. One of my 2 old apartments is right across the river, and we were working. The royal we, right? I'm still part of it, even though I'm not an active member by any means, but they were working it the whole time. They were
North Arlington went in.
North Arlington was there from the get-go, and then they went. They sent another pumper
from the get-go.
From the get-go.
Oh, okay.
And then they sent another pumper over
there that many
for relay pumping, and it was they were in there for a while. I mentioned this the other day. I was talking to my father. Cheers to Jack. Talking with my father.
How's his hip doing?
It's back actually. He cracked 2 vertebrae.
Oh, that's right. He broke his back.
Yeah, it's back. Yeah, it's back. Yeah, so they're coming along. His ribs right by his vertebrae.
I was saying it wasn't the vertebrae. You told me it was the ribs. That's right.
Mm-hmm. But in any event, he. I was talking to him the other day, and I said to him, I said, it reminds me of back in '88, I was I was still living at home, in '88, right? And on the fire department, and I got home from work like 10:30 one night. I pull up across the street, park my car, get out, and I'm walking across the street. And he's walking out the house, and he goes, "Don't bother, we're going to Belleville. Let's go."
Back to what we're talking about, some of the other closings.
Yep.
Within like 1 week, 3 closings in Rhode Island.
Yes.
My old stomping grounds.
Yes, it is.
Right. One of them was not there when I was there. It was in the space where Line Cider was. It's called Crafted Hope, which is the take off the state motto.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen the flag, it's an anchor with the word hope underneath it.
Right.
And they're closing. I'm not surprised when I was there was nobody in there. I was just carrying myself, and then like 2 other guys came in, and that was pretty much it. It's kind of a dead space. It's not really near much of anything else. You got to really have to go there on purpose. Mm-hmm. Another one was Ravenous is closing their tap room. Now their beer is not going away. Moniker has bought their
Moniker has bought the brand.
They bought the brand. They're going to be brewing mostly their IPAs, which is weird to me because I thought Moniker's IPAs were better than Ravenous's IPAs.
I liked Ravenous's other beers. They're Belgians, right? They're some of the German styles they did. The IPAs at Moniker were better than Ravenous.
Yes, I didn't understand. I don't understand that one so much, but they're closing.
The IPAs at Ravenous were good.
They were good.
Monikers were better.
I thought Monikers were better, and Ravenous was, I think, the first Rhode Island brewery I ever went to because they were right by. That's an absolute fucking lie. Because I went to Rhode Island much earlier than that with my friend Vin, and went to another brewery. But at any rate,
we've talked the story.
The Murder Shack.
Murder Shack. Yeah, like when Jess and I were there before you were.
Yeah, driving
down and where the hell is this place? And all of a sudden, it's little tiny stickers from Home Depot, RAV, Ravenous. Like, I look at her, she looks at me like. One and done. We got to try it. We're here, right? And then we're there
4 or 5 later.
3 hours later, we're walking out.
And and also, it's a good thing you didn't just give up and go into that pizza place because All Star Pizza is some of the worst pizza on the planet.
It wasn't good.
No, it's not. Oh, you did get it?
No. Yes, I did. Yes, but I got it, but I didn't get it. So.
No, it was it was awful pizza. But then they moved. It's funny because they were still in like Cumberland, but they're like an hour away because it's so huge. Cumberland's like the biggest town.
You know what? Here's the thing, and I say this all the time, and this is not specifically about Ravenous. Obviously, it's about a lot of breweries. Now, many breweries expand into greatness, but I can honestly say that probably almost about the same amount. Give or take, you could play a little bit there with the numbers.
I don't think the expansion was the problem because the space they went into was a much better space. It's much more accessible.
But it's not where they go; it's what they become.
I don't know if that was that with them. I think it's really just the climate of craft beer in Rhode Island at the moment.
No, you're not wrong.
Because the big one, the big closure in Rhode Island that was announced, Proclamation. Proclamation was the king of the breweries until Tilted opened in Rhode Island, and even then they still held their own against.
Proc was a great space.
Put this way, they were so big.
Hard to get to because you got to go down and then come around the back and come in again. But still,
and park amongst the UPS trailers.
Right.
But you had the video games there. That was a lot of fun. You had like all the Pac-Man lamps up there. It was just such a fun space once you found it. And you couldn't rely on Google Maps. It took you entirely the wrong place. You just had to know where you're going to get there. But it was always filled. It was always great beer. Proc was such a well-known brewery in the area that it was just called Proc. Everyone knew what you meant when you said Proc. I'm going to Proc.
Right. And they were not in Providence. They were Ravenous is in Cumberland. Proc was in Warwick.
Yeah, they were actually they're on the backside of the airport.
Yeah,
on the backside of PVD.
They're at the airport, then the highway, and then Proc.
but the what had happened was that I think it was right after COVID that the owner Dave died,
Mhm.
and I think that just tore the heart out of the brewery. Everything changed after that. The genius behind the beer was gone, so a lot of the ingenuity and some of the things that he did with the beer, it wasn't there anymore.
No.
And it was just like this slow lingering death, because I'd been there like quite a few times after he had passed, and you could just sense that Proc wasn't what it used to be.
Mhm.
So I'm really not
The
surprised.
beer was still very good.
It was still very good, but there was the life. The life was gone.
I still have a couple of cans of Proc, like, cans. I don't have any IPAs, right?
Gene.
Yeah, I have a couple of cans and that will age well. They're not that old, but I'm sitting on them.
Sours and stouts.
Sours and stouts,
and they did barley wines pretty well there for a while.
One is a Christmas ale. What a couple.
I remember that Christmas ale. That was actually quite good.
Very good. I'll have that. I think I'm going to have that in honor of them closing
in July
on our Christmas in July show. Yeah.
Very nice. But it's a shame, but I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. It's that they changed after Dave died. It's not like their heart. I don't think their heart was in it anymore.
Right.
Or it's either that, or they couldn't meet the standards that David set for the brewery.
Probably a little both.
Yeah.
Probably a little both. So that's a shame too. And then there was another one too.
Those are the only four that I know of. We brought up Ketos, Crafted Hope, Ravenous, and Proc.
Right.
There was three in Rhode Island.
For some reason I thought there was 5. Yeah, but no, you're right. Here's the thing, right? And you and I talked about this earlier. Doug Valicki, saw him down at CBC a couple weeks ago. Got to get him on the show. I think his hours may have changed, so I think we might be able to get him on the show now. But
cool.
He's amazing. If you don't follow Doug Valicki, follow him. It's Beer Aficionado on Instagram. Amazing guy, super knowledgeable. One of the smartest guys in craft beer that I do know. Great guy.
It's most of the others are idiots.
Most of us are nuts, right? Yeah. But no, really good guy. Steelers fan.
Like that, because it's my number 2 team.
Pirates fan. He's originally from Pittsburgh, and he was actually at Mets opening day in Citi Field because they played the Pirates, and he was at the game. He went to Queens with his family, and he was there, and he did a podcast I went live rather from Citi Field on beer.
Did he rate the hot dogs?
He rated the beer at Citi Field. So he's a really good guy. Go follow him on Instagram, Beer Aficionado. We talked about him before.
Yep.
We're going to get him on the show, but he mentioned this in a reel that he did last week, maybe even the end of last week, and he brought up the fact that in 2025, 481 breweries closed.
Yeah.
However, 481 craft breweries in the United States closed in 2025, but 300 opened.
It's still a net loss, but not as bad.
It's the net loss of 181 breweries. But there are still 9,578 craft breweries in the United States. All right. We're still just 400 and change under that 10,000 brewery threshold, which was an amazing feat in the first place. So the reason I bring this up is my thought on this. And this is my personal opinion. Yes, there's a lot of reasons the breweries are closing. The economy, big one. The real estate, another big one. Okay, breweries can't afford to move. Their landlords, they don't own the space they're in. Their landlords price them out. They're gone. Another big one.
Harold, I blame him.
Harold, oh my God, Harold, please. Yeah.
Anyway. Stop, Harold. Just fucking stop.
He's kidding. Anyway.
I don't know anybody named Harold, by the way.
Anyway.
That's why I chose the name, because I don't know anybody named Harold. And if your name is Harold, I apologize.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Kids not drinking. And when I say kids, I don't mean 10-year-olds. Right? Kids to us, right? 20-somethings.
Yeah, you need to rephrase that.
20-somethings not drinking. All right?
Kids not drinking. No, that's...
Yes,
wow.
Because I know this kindergarten loves them a good, robust porter, right? I mean, so, no, kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Anyway,
wow. That was a
no,
great way to
kids,
phrase it.
20-somethings, like 21 to 30, that group of...
Hour 39, you got an opening there.
Exactly. They're not drinking like we did, and anybody for that matter. In history.
They weren't drinking the way we drank when we were 12.
They're not. No, they're not. Right. The COVID generation, their social activity, because drinking is social. We know this, right? And it's not just beer. It comes to everything, right? It's bars, going out to bars. It's liquor. It's spirits, everything else. Their social activity is popping a half a gummy and sitting there playing World of Warcraft while talk or scrolling on TikTok. That's
World of Warcraft, man. How old are you?
Or whatever the fucking game is now. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter.
Actually, some are still playing Roblox.
No, they are. Roblox even, yeah. Minecraft, how's that? You play that, so.
Well, I play that, but that's passe now too. But there are a lot more still playing.
But in any event, my point is,
they just did an update with these cute little ducklings. Or chickens. I don't know what they are.
My point of all
no
this
one
is,
knows what it is.
Well, no. My point of all of this is there's all of that is true. All of that definitely contributes to breweries, distilleries, a lot of bars, restaurants even closing. They really are. But my whole thing with breweries is we all know, and we don't shame any breweries on this show because we embrace craft beer. We have very infrequently, but you have, I haven't. But in any event,
usually when Al's on, but
usually when Al's on, right? One in particular. But in any event, we all do know, and I'm just going to be generic about this. I'm not pointing any fingers by any means, but we all do know that there are breweries out there that probably shouldn't be brewing beer. Okay. Now, kudos.
New Haven College balcony, yes.
Kudos to them if they have a local following and they have a 2-barrel brew house and they're able to stay open. Kudos to that business model. Have that, right? But in the grand scheme of things, it's not necessarily good liquid. And there's a correction there too. And so that's another part of this. It's a part and parcel of it. There's a correction happening as well. Is it a bubble bursting? I don't think we're at a bubble bursting. No, I don't see what happened in the late 90s happening anymore.
The expansion bubble has burst.
The expansion bubble has burst. Where like this 481 closures to 300 openings. When the expansion bubble was happening, that would be 4 closures to 1,000 openings, right? Yeah. So that has closed. That has burst, right? But the brewery bubble in and of itself has not burst.
No, craft beer is not.
There's a correction. There's a correction with craft beer, and everything else is experiencing. Every other facet of the liquor industry is experiencing the same thing.
Well, here's the thing, and this happens with every single generation. Mm-hmm. It happened with our generation. It happened with our parents and grandparents' generation. Mm-hmm. Eventually, there's an awakening. The generations when they're young are not what they hold near and dear when they're young, when they're really passionate about things, and then they get to that point when they realize, life does kind of suck, and they get that nut punch. Yeah. Things change, and I think that the younger generations are going to start to come out of that, and when you realize that life sucks, you turn to alcohol, be it for good or bad. But no, I think things will change. I think they'll come out of their rooms eventually, and want to interact with other people out there other than on headphones constantly. That's how we reach you people. But I think it'll change. Like because when the millennials came out, we sorry guys, but we kind of thought you sucked because you thought we sucked, but we've come to there's this nice. It's not even truce. There's almost love fest between millennials and Gen X at this moment, right? Where millennials have come out and they're out there and they realize that Gen X is not as evil as they thought we were.
Mhm.
I think you're wrong about that.
No, we're evil,
Just not as.
but not to them.
Yes. Well, because the younger generations came around, they went, "What the fuck is wrong with these people?" So we get along much better now with the millennials, and I think that it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle, and it's really just kind of this awareness of the world and what the world has done to you as things move along. And there's a point where there's times where I'm like really jealous of the younger generations, where you've got that idealism, because you've got to remember, John, when we were young kids, we had that idealism.
We did.
We just weren't allowed to say anything about it, or we get beat the shit out of. It was a different world. There was no cameras. So I think things will change. Beer is never going anywhere.
No.
Craft beer, that's yet to be seen, but I don't think it's going to either.
I don't either. I don't. It's not. Nothing's going anywhere. Like I said, it's a correction, and it's a correction in the industry, and anything else that craft beer breweries are experiencing, the entire liquor industry is experiencing it.
Yes.
And I speak from knowledge. The entire liquor industry is experiencing it. Liquor stores are down 10% every month.
John and I are doing our. We're doing what we can.
Bars, so forth and so on.
John and I are doing what we can to get the beer industry going.
We're doing our best. Please help.
I'm really helping shore up the rum industry, and John's really helping shore up the rye industry.
He's not wrong. And gin. More rye than gin, but both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of rum, and it's gone. What to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I think we should do our top threes.
We do have a top threes, and it's based off one of the other days that is a national day, one of the celebrations of the of May 5th. And this does occur on every May 5th. It is National Hoagie Day.
It is National Hoagie Day.
Now,
Brian, I'll get to your comment in just a couple of seconds. Stand by. But
now, National Hoagie Day, call it a sub, call it a grinder. If you're up in northern Jersey, they're subs. If you're in South Jersey, they're hoagies. If you're in Philly, it's a hoagie. If you're in Central Jersey, you've got subs and hoagies. If you're in New England, it's called a grinder.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really just it's a sandwich on a long roll.
Exactly.
Usually, I don't know. To me, a hoagie is a cold sandwich.
It's You can't have a hot hoagie. You can have a hot sub. You can have a hot sub.
Meatball parm sub.
Right.
But I've never heard the term meatball parm hoagie.
Hoagie. No, I've never heard that.
No. Even in New England,
some people may have.
Maybe. But even in New England, I don't think.
Not a meatball parm.
I think it's a meatball parm sandwich. I don't think they called it a grinder.
Oh, no, I've actually heard hot grinders. I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in the true sense of the word, when it comes to subs or grinders or hoagies, to me, it's not, because here's the thing, right? The hot sandwiches are dinners on a sandwich, dinners on bread.
That's correct.
All right,
it's an Italian entree on bread.
Meal parm, right? Exactly.
And do a little cruise on right here.
How about it? Do I have any rum to join you when I finish with this? No, but I got a lot of rye.
We're gonna get you some rum.
Anyway, no, I got some rum. I just don't. I have more rye than rum.
This one is just richer in aroma. Anyway, so you were saying the hoagies were. But
for me, hoagies or subs, it's not. It's a cold sandwich. It's a cold sub. It's a cold sandwich. Right.
Yeah.
So in honor of National Hoagie Day, tonight's top three list is top three favorite hoagies. Top three favorite hoagies. Samurai, please start us off.
So this was hard for me because I really only ever order like 2 hoagies ever.
I ordered 3, so it worked for me.
Maybe 3, maybe 4. So knowing, I know one of John's, so I'm gonna steer away from that. But I actually really enjoy a tuna fish hoagie.
All right.
And not for nothing, Jersey Mike's makes a damn good tuna fish hoagie.
They do. They actually do.
They're one of my favorites. And my grandfather used to take us to the original Jersey Mike's in Point Pleasant, just off the circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's an insurance company now, I think.
Yeah. The original Jersey Mike's is back up 35 just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a scotch.
Scooch. Yep. But we used to go there all the time. My grandfather's favorite sandwich was at the Jersey Mike's, and at the point there, at that time, there was one.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's a couple thousand of them.
You know, all over the country and Canada.
And they're in Canada now. So, but the tuna sub, tuna hoagie, that's my number 3.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2, turkey provolone. Maybe with a turkey provolone. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. Something a little on the lighter side. But my number 1, and any place I go, be it Lenwich in New York City, be it a Jersey Mike's, be it just a straight up deli somewhere, roast beef Swiss. And I always the same things on it. I want shredded lettuce. I want sweet or banana peppers on it. I want mayo, and I want red wine vinegar.
There you go.
And that's how I have my roast beef and Swiss. That's my favorite hoagie.
Fair enough. All right. My 3 are. My number 3 is whether it be. Well, here's the thing. I'll dial it back to. I grew up in North Arlington, as I mentioned before, across the river from Belleville and everything else. Right.
Yep.
There was a sub shop. It's gone forever. Right. There was a sub shop back in the day called Dell's Subs. Up on
Did they do lemon ice?
No.
Wrong Dell's. Okay.
Wrong Dell's. And I used to get for your saying, I used to get the Italian sub there. Now, as mentioned earlier, the Italian sub in a deli, in a sub shop, if you will, is different from an Italian sub in an Italian deli.
Yes.
Okay.
And what's interesting is an Italian sub, an Italian hoagie, and an Italian grinder can actually be 3 different things.
Could be.
Because
now
the meats can be different.
Right. Well, the meats I grew up on at Dell's, right? It was salami, provolone, and they used spiced ham.
Interesting. No gabagool.
No gabagool. Or capicola.
Capicola.
Or capicola. Right.
No, it's capicola.
Capicola. Right. Anyway, they used salami. They used Genoa salami, not hard salami. They used Genoa.
The sauce stuff.
Right. They used provolone, and they used spiced ham. Now, I grew up on that, but most Italian subs you get are Italian hoagies, grinders, whatever you want to call it. Same thing, Genoa salami, provolone, and just regular boiled ham. Okay. Now that's an Italian sub.
That's an Italian at the places that don't know what an Italian hoagie is.
Right. That's my point. That's it. Right. Exactly. So now that's my number 3. Okay.
This is what you grew up on.
That's what I grew up on. And I'll have that with lettuce, tomato, onion, salt, pepper, oregano. And I will, as you said earlier, Dave, a little bit of mayo. Not a lot. A little bit of mayo. Now,
I love the way that mayo and vinegar interact with one another.
Yes, it's the mayo and the vinegar that do it.
Especially on Cinco de Mayo.
Right. Cinco de Mayo, right? I don't know vinegar, of course. Anyway, so that's my number 3. My number 2 is your number 1.
Roast beef and Swiss.
Roast beef, not just roast beef and Swiss, but roast beef and Swiss with lettuce, onion, salt, pepper, mayonnaise, vinegar, and banana peppers.
So, except for the onions, exactly the way I have it.
Yeah, I put onions on mine, but it's the exact same way you have it. Roast beef and Swiss, that's my number 2. That is my go-to. Actually, was at the store earlier, bought some cold cuts, making sandwiches for lunch for work. and whatchamacallit, having one tomorrow, one on Thursday. I'm not sure which I'm going to do, but one of them is that sandwich.
There you go.
All right. And my number one, though, is
True
that
Italian.
True Italian at Italian Deli. It's what I call my sandwich.
Sandwich.
Right. It's mortadella,
Okay.
imported. It's got the pistachios in it. Right?
And it's got to be this big.
And it's not. Yeah. You
this
cut me a
is
piece
not-
of mortadella this big.
That's not real mortadella.
I don't want it.
No,
It's
it's got to be this big around.
Right. Mortadella, sweet supersat,
Okay.
smoked mozzarella,
But this isn't an over the top Italian.
and sautéed roasted peppers. That's
Yeah.
it. And anytime I order the sandwich, unless it's
So that's not even a true Italian.
Oh no, I understand. But that's mine.
Because as far as I'm concerned, the true Italian is salami,
Mhm.
capicola,
Mhm.
provolone, and some put pepperoni.
Mhm. Right.
And there can't be mayonnaise on it
And there's no.
because they'll call you a stunad.
We call you stunad.
Stunad.
Look, there's some people that will say that the true Italian sub is prosciutto, fresh mozzarella, and roasted peppers. That's the true Italian.
Well, it's not an Italian grinder, it's not Italian hoagie, it's not Italian sub as far as those consider. But as far as now, if we were talking actual sandwiches, because I don't consider that a hoagie.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's to me is not a hoagie. That's a work of art.
Right.
For me, because for me the way that should be done, that should be done on a semolina roll.
Oh, no, I should have mentioned that. My sandwich is on the sandwich.
It's got to be a semolina roll with prosciutto, the mozzarella, prosciutto, mozzarella,
Fresh mozzarella. Fresh
mozzarella.
Not just slicing. Not the slicing version of the shredded mozzarella you put on a pizza.
Not that pallet ass shit that they'll put on a lot of sandwiches. No, the fresh mozzarella. It's got to be dripping. It's got the mozzarella juice got to soak into the bread a little bit on the bottom portion of the bread. The top is got to be soaked in red wine vinegar. Little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit, and maybe a little bit of oregano. You don't need salt. You don't need pepper for this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. And to me, that's one of the finest sandwiches on the planet. And yes, add your roasted red peppers if you want. Add some sun-dried tomatoes if you want.
I've done that too. But like I said, my sandwich, the semolina bread, imported mozzarella, imported sweet supersat, smoked mozzarella, and sautéed roasted peppers. Sautéed roasted peppers. I'm fine if a couple pieces of garlic make it onto my sandwich. Okay.
I don't like garlic with my prosciutto though. If you're doing a porchetta,
right.
Absolutely.
Oh, of course.
But not with prosciutto.
I'll have
prosciutto's too delicate.
Right.
Garlic will override everything you're going to get out of prosciutto. You won't taste prosciutto.
I'll have people ask. Oh, that's why I don't. It holds up better than my mortadella and supersat.
Yeah.
Garlic,
that's right. On that, that's right.
On that. But whatchamacallit, I will have people that'll ask me, do you want any balsamic? Do you want any oil on? I'm like, no, there's enough moisture in the red roasted peppers.
Yes, there is.
That's my dressing.
There's enough oil. There's enough oil in that.
I'm good. We're good. So that's my number one. There you go. Couple of comments. Brian Boak said third, meaning his third beer is his Ramstein.
Which was his second, wasn't it?
Which was his second, so he had a second. He had a third. He had a second double platinum blonde for his third beer.
Yes.
Right. And he said it's crazy when he started. He was the 13th brewery in New Jersey. Now they're about 150, and around he was around the 2000th in the nation, and nationally there's over 9,500. We just said it. We just said the amount, right? And then he chimed in when we were speaking about Jersey Mike's.
They didn't always.
No. And he said, Jersey Mike's has crappy bread. No, they didn't years ago. Now, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Now, I will tell you this. Okay, the gentleman that worked at Mike's Subs in Point Pleasant that bought the franchise and opened it and turned it into Jersey Mike's, there's still a Mike's Subs in Belmar here. And if you look at Mike's Subs, the Mike's is written the same way as the Mike's in Jersey Mike's is written, because they have that. They can do that.
But the one thing with Jersey Mike's that I don't mind the bread being a little on the crappy side, because they're one of the few chain sandwich shops that put quite a bit of fucking meat on their sandwiches.
And I'll agree with you to one point. Not every franchise does.
Most of them do.
Most of them do. There are some that don't. There are some. I've walked into a Jersey Mike's and gotten a sub before.
Like a Subway.
Subway has more meat on it than.
Oh, that's just wrong. There's very little meat.
I wanted to write. I didn't want to be that guy, but I was literally seriously considering writing into the company saying, I'd taken a picture, like, pardon my French, what the F is this? You know, right?
You didn't say bullshit on this show, right?
Well, I was going to say something else. That's why I said, what the F is this? So,
bullfuck?
there you go. Okay, what the fuck is this? You said it first. There you go.
But the other thing I do like about Jersey Mike's is their roast beef is real good.
Mm-hmm.
They got real good roast beef. So, like when we said, their tuna fish, their roast beef. The turkey's okay.
It is. Yes. On that note, Brian just wrote back. He said, "No, regular blonde, not double."
Oh, no, okay.
There you go. And he says he has both on tap. Pardon me, sir.
He likes his blondes.
He likes his blondes. He likes regular blondes and double platinum blondes.
And suicide blondes.
Exactly.
In excess? In excess.
Yes, that was in excess.
So,
100%.
where are we?
We are finishing the show, I think.
We are. Anything to add tonight?
No, I think that we've summed up everything
Right,
we wanted to talk about.
We covered CBC. We covered the World Beer Cup.
We covered Frederick, Maryland. We covered.
So here's the thing: with World Beer Cup happening at CBC, United States, is that like calling the World Series the World Series?
That's what I wanted to talk about, and I'll mention this really quick. And I did mention it before. That
how many international breweries are in the World Beer Cup?
Well, that's the thing, right? Now people have mentioned there are so many medal winners for the World Beer Cup and the World Beer Cup, and they were all like probably 95% of them were U.S. breweries, and everybody's saying, if this is the World Beer Cup, shouldn't there be more international breweries winning awards? The counter to that, and this was rebutted by people that were involved with the World Beer Cup, there's not as many international breweries submitting beers.
But that's just like the World Series of Baseball. There's no international teams in the World Series of Baseball.
Right.
So...
Now, but it's open to them. They can submit beers. They're just not. Like the word, I understand what you're saying, but in that respect, there's not. It's not like Europe or Australia or anything can get involved in Major League Baseball for the World Series.
But it's also the World Beer Cup. Okay, take a brewery from Australia. Are they going to go through the trouble of sending their beers for judging?
I get it. They don't look. They don't have to send a lot, right? It's not like they have to send kegs.
But they have to send it like 2 days away. So it's just the travel. It's a hard thing.
Yeah,
it's a very hard thing for an international brewery to be able to enter this and their beer be fresh and good.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
But that's kind of where I take umbrage on this.
But no, I get it. However, we're not just talking about Australia. We're not talking about China. We're not talking. There are plenty of breweries in Europe, or for that matter, Japan or whatever, that can get beer. Beer can be shipped in a day. And don't tell me that if the conference is in Las Vegas, which it was 2 years ago, a brewery in Maine sending beer to Las Vegas versus a brewery in England or Germany or Italy sending beer to Las Vegas, it's hours difference getting there.
You're missing something though. What you're missing is the customs hassle. Trust me, this is my job.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but it's not. It's,
What they're going to have to pay to just enter one beer may not be worth it for them.
Well, fine. If that's the case, then it is what it is. But now there are plenty of breweries that do submit, and breweries in Europe and other parts of the world do win awards. But it's just my point in saying this, and
they already have distribution into the country.
Maybe, but the fact of the matter,
I guarantee you it.
I'm sure. But the fact of the matter is this, okay? Yeah. Well, that case in point, right? Why would a brewery that doesn't distribute to the United States, nor will ever, in their minds, distribute to the United States, care to enter a beer in the World Beer Cup in the United States? But because there are breweries sending beer from other areas of the world, that's why they call it the World Beer Cup. But the bottom line is this. The percentage of American breweries submitting beers for competition versus the amount of outside of the United States international breweries submitting beer for competition is about the same as the winners in that respect.
Okay, percentage wise.
So hence my point.
Okay.
So, there you go.
I just think that if a country in Europe or Asia called themselves the World Beer Cup and we didn't have a lot of representation there, we'd be bitching going, how can you call the World Beer Cup if like only four breweries are?
Well, let's not shit on the Brewers Association because we're trying to get them on the show. So.
No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying the nomenclature might need a tweak.
No, look, it's open to anybody. Hence why they call it that.
Okay.
So maybe when somebody comes on, we can get a little bit more of a clarification on that matter, and we can ask him so as such.
There we go.
There you go. All right. Great show back after 3 weeks of being off. So we apologize to any of you that did. Like I said,
we're only off 2 weeks. It's just
we were
our show
off 3 weeks ago was our last show.
We were off for 2 weeks, but yeah.
Right. So feel free to wish us happy birthdays, both of us. There you go. Kidding.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Of course, we did that already, but that's besides.
Yeah, we done did that via text and shit. But.
In any event, we'll be back next week with the boys from Erratic Fermentations in Bradley Beach,
Who?
New Jersey. Erratic Fermentations. If you recall, Bradley Brew Project was in Bradley Beach. They have since moved their base of operations to their sister brewery in Farmingdale, which is Tall Oaks, and they have
beautiful property.
Absolutely, and they have a new brewery in that space in Bradley Beach, which is Erratic Fermentations, and a Coastal Brewworks collab was done for their opening a few weeks back.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, I did. It was a very tasty
Tamave
Pivo. I have a couple over here behind the tree. But,
I've heard of it. Yeah.
In any event, they'll be on next week. Danny and Mike, Mike and Danny, Danny and Mike, Mike and Danny. They'll be Danny, according to text. Danny's 100% in, and Mike is 200% in for next week. So they have a combined 300% readiness for next week's show. So there you go. And then the week after that, somebody on this show will not be on the show.
No, I will be on the wrong side of Italy, according to Paolo.
According to Paolo.
I will. We are heading to originally to begin with to Le Como, Bellagio, and then we're going to dip into Switzerland while we're there. So we're only scheduled to hit one brewery, and as the brewery Bojo. So the part of Switzerland we're going to be in is around Lake Lugano, and that particular area is very Italian.
Are you going to Lake Como at all?
We are going to we'll be staying on Lake Como.
You're going to be staying in Lake Como, so you can just pop over.
Yeah, because it's like one town away from you, but no,
it's like one block away from me. Actually,
different Lake Como. But no, we'll be in Switzerland briefly, and that'll be the only brewery we're going to hit because we wanted to go to Baladine, but Baladine will not be open while we are there, which is an absolute shame because, as Paolo mentioned earlier, they pretty much sparked the craft beer movement in Italy.
In Italy, yeah, sure.
And we know that Baladine does some really good stuff. So that would have been great. And they have like this world-class chef that cooks there. But we're not going to be able to go because we're not going to be there at the right time. That's a shame.
It is a shame.
But when we travel, we go to another country, Carrie and I like to get a geocache in that country and also visit a brewery in that country. So when we go to Switzerland, we'll be visiting a brewery there. The ratings on their beer don't leave us that hopeful, but at least we can say we went to brewery in Switzerland. So that'll be the beer portion, but it's going to be basically a wine tour. It's Italy. It's Italy.
Fair enough.
It's Italy. You don't go. Apologies to Baladine, Birra del Borgo, and all those, but you don't go to Italy for beer. You go for the vino.
You go for the.
And we would go the vino.
There you go. All right.
If I make it home without a DUI, I'll be very impressed.
Well, on that, and thankful. There you go. Well, you will be here for next week's show with the boys from Erratic.
Yes, I will be here, and the day after that is when we will be leaving.
I like this is like.
I like that. It's like you're telling a scary story.
That's scary.
This one time I jammed this guy with a hook.
next week you'll be on the show. There you go. Anyway, but it'll be a fun show next week. We have stuff coming up for you. We got great shows on the docket for weeks coming up.
You guarantee it's going to be fun. Danny and Mike are that fun? They're fun guys.
Absolutely, they're
mushrooms.
They are mushrooms. They are mushrooms. There you go. So that will work. And anyway, in any event, on that note, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching. And those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website, www.logroom.com. That's LAGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Should we do another bird?
I'm not going to. You can.
Okay. No, I'm not going to do it without you.
All right. Next week's show. We'll do it next week's show.
Tell Danny and Mike we're doing it on the bird.
I will let them know. There you go. For those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Music, iTunes Music, YouTube Music, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you will find the Log Room Guys Craft Beer
Except
Podcast.
apparently Facebook.
Except for apparently Facebook. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one of our other feeds and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, we apologize for the mishap with Facebook. I blame service.
I don't know if it's
nothing we did. We'll have to dig into it and see exactly what
I think it's Harold.
It might have been Harold.
I think it might have Harold.
I think you might be right. It might have been Harold. But in any event, we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully it goes off without a hitch, right? Hitch.
Or snag,
right? But we'll figure it out then. But again, have a great rest of the week. Have a wonderful weekend. Drink a lot of beer, but drink responsibly. And we will talk to you next week, folks.
Drink a lot of beer, please.
Yeah.
Lots.
Cheers.